kwaba semu gusu etie Ayebo TV. Make sure say obe like it, obe comment it. Now I share my videos ne a day amame. Esanse a latest update. And me be ebe dum etie for now mo to me a cheche mwaje. Ewo ye comment section e ase a day amay. Na ene de ya me no kasa ye bo ewura ensem no mu dia ye court. Na ya kwaje ensem bi efri ho aba efa eye adubo ahen ene ne wife ensem ne attorney general asaba monte so edi ensem bi abetu jeje se omo investigation na omo ye omo anye ni ye to omo be ye ni ye mo rem.
So the lady, what's her name again? Okay, you can even leave her name out. She's PW2, prosecution witness 2. So she works at the National Signals Bureau. She's the director of finance or something like that. During the preparation of the investigation, she was one of those who was called to Yoko and interrogated and made to write a statement. She is now prosecution witness. That means the prosecution may have spoken to her and they find that some of the material that they can use to convict Eduboahin, she has fundamental knowledge of it, foreknowledge of it, first knowledge of it, as we say. She has the first knowledge of it. And so if she were to come to court to admit to those things, it is very likely that the prosecution will view it as being on their side and helping them, as it were, to complete the evidence against Kwabena Eduboahin, whom they've accused of causing financial loss to the state and stealing and all of that. So when that happened, people were looking at it and were saying that Eduboahin is in trouble, or if his people are now going to be singing like that. So people close to Eduboahin told us that Eduboahin has nothing to fear. There is not in any trouble. He's not done anything wrong. Anybody, they can take the whole Signals Bureau, so long as they don't tell anything that are untrue, and they are going to do fidelity to the documents at the Signals Bureau, at the National Security, at wherever they will go. Eduboahin is not afraid of anything. That's what we were told. Now let's go to the courtroom and see what happened during the interrogation. And by the way, this interrogation is published, it's released. It's not a secret. We are not the people who have it. Other media houses have it. So it's not a secret that we obtained somehow. No. It's published. And we always come here with material that is already of public knowledge. Something that's already happened in court that journalists have made notes of. It's public knowledge. All right. So let's deal with it. Where's the interrogation in court? They're going to give it to me very soon. All right. So this is the interrogation that we're going to take you through. Now, the questions are coming from the lawyer, that must be Atacha, and the answers are coming from the lady, the former director. I think she's still director of finance. On the 17th day of October 2025, at pages 12, 13, 21, and 22, you testified about you preparing 3 checks for signature. Do you want to recant your testimony or affirm it? Then she says, I confirm it. Okay. Question. Do you also confirm that you paid these checks into the operational accounts of the National Security Coordinator, the issuer of the 3 checks? My Lord, I paid into BNC operation account. Question. Where was that account? My Lord, the BNC operation account I paid into was at UMB. You used to fetch huge sums. So there's a question. You used to fetch huge sums of money from this UMB bank. Is that not so? Answer. My Lord, I remember was that. I'm not sure what I'm reading. I remember that was Mr. Kwabena Eduboahin, first accused, used to send me to the UMB bank to collect monies for him. Okay, let's move on. We'll get there. Question. And you fetch monies from UMB bank in cash? Is that not so? Yes, my Lord, she says. Let's move on. Is it true that relating to national security, your special operation funds are in cash? She says, yes, my Lord. Now that's very interesting. That's very interesting. Let's come to the studio 1 minute and show them. That's very interesting. The question is it true that relating to national security, your special operation funds are in cash? She says, yes. But one time we had a press conference where the Attorney General told us that Kwame Dubois carries monies in Ghana must go back in cash from bank. He carries it cash. Thief. He's a stealing boy. He takes the money cash. He takes it away. We were told that by the Attorney General at a press conference. No less a person than the Attorney General appointed under Article 88 of the 1992 Constitution to be the principal legal advisor to the government. The Attorney General is the principal legal advisor to the government. Not just the government, but the state, all of us. He's our legal advisor. The Attorney General held a press conference, and who are we to doubt him? We have to believe him. So we believed it, that Kwame Dubois was thinking Ghana must go back. Hey, this boy, how old is he? In here alone, Ghana, Kwame Dubois, oh, now Papa, fine man say, when his photograph came out, that's what everyone was saying. You didn't hear? He said, oh, fine man say, now for Ghana must go, because the learned Attorney General, the principal legal advisor to the government of Ghana, appointed under Article 88 of the Constitution, ought to be believed. Because he's an honorable man. He took the oath before Parliament. He ought to be believed. And he said that Dubois has taken money in Ghana must go back. He told the whole Ghana. Didn't the Attorney General know that that's how they operate? The Attorney General. He's been Deputy Attorney General before, a member of Parliament. He's chairman of committees. He's unaware that in Ghana, is it true that relating to national security, your special operation funds are in cash? The lady says, yes, my lord. National Operation Fund, Bevlo Latte, in cash, yes, my lord. National Operation Fund, Baba Kamara, John Mahama, in cash, yes, my lord. National Operation Funds, Francis Poku, John Kufuor, in cash, yes, my lord. National Operation Fund, Akufo-Addo, in cash, yes, my lord. All national operation is in cash. But the Attorney General, principal legal advisor to the government, was unaware. He looked at it as the way that we are also looking at it. Anybody who sees Ghana must go bag their money would think that it is stolen. That's how the Attorney General looked at it. But in courts, the Attorney General has been told, the judge has been told that this cash matter, there's nothing to say about it. That is how we do our work. That's all. I don't know whether somebody is a thief or somebody is not a thief, but if we are running a republic, we must at least have fidelity to the flag. Speak truth because of the flag. You speak truth because tomorrow is coming and the next day is coming. So you don't come and say things that you are either not personally disposed to or something that's just said to destroy somebody. Dangerous. And it can always come back. Dangerous. Let's move on. It says, so please put it back on the TV. Let's all read it. Next one. Question. It says, you confess to this honorable court that you are in the business in preparing the budget of the national security. The lady is being asked. That's the question you can see the third one. It says, you confess to this honorable court that you are in the business of preparing the budget for the national security. She says, yes, my lord. Then question, kindly tell the court the constituents of such budget and where you deliver them to. It says, my lord, the constituents are compensation, goods and services, capital expenditure. Okay. It is also the case that relating to your budget, as explained in the preceding answer, your releases concerning the budgetary year are effected in March and sometimes in April of the year. And then she says, yes, my lord. Let's move on. On an account of late budgetary release, the national security may not have the requisite funds for its operations. Is that not so? He says, yes, my lord, it does happen. Also introducing another matter. She is saying that sometimes the national security itself, sometimes they don't have money for their operations. They don't. Sometimes they don't have money for their operations. The whole national security, how do they get these monies for their operations? Let's look at it. She says, it does happen. Question. And it is true that to enable the national security roll out its operations, you find monies outside budgetary sources. She said, my lord, that discussion will be beyond my level, and I will only see it when it reflects in the account, but I will not know where it comes from. That relates to special operations. Fantastic. she's saying that, yes, they don't have money. And she's being asked that, do you know that if you don't have money, national security will co-opt money from somewhere? He says, oh, that one is beyond my level. I don't know. I'll just see the money come into the account. And that's what they do with special operations. She's talking. She's not a politician. She's not NDC. She's not MPP. She works at National Signals Bureau. She's a civil servant. She's talking. Okay. Another one. It is questioned. It is also the case that relating to your budget, as explained in the preceding answer, your releases concerning the budgetary year are effected in March and... Oh, I've read this already. Oh, I think I shifted it. Okay, question. And it is true that to enable the national security roll out its operations, you find monies outside budget. So you say, yes, my lord, that discussion will be beyond my level. Yes, and I will blah, blah, blah. Okay, question. But certainly your accounting mind ministers to you that the monies you use before your budgetary release are outside governmental sources. Is that not so? She says, yes, my lord. So, this is where we are. The lady at the national security accepted that monies are paid in cash. National security accounts is cash. Ghana must go back. That the checks were signed by the national security coordinator. That before the National Signals Bureau came in, it was national security coordinator who signed it, etc., etc. When a lady comes up, I'll tell you more about the lady, but a lady who is being asked questions, he's a prosecution witness. He works for the Signals Bureau. He was kind of arrested together with the Dubois and Couåt around the same time, but somehow she says she will be prosecution witness. Okay. She comes and she's being interrogated on this document, a statement she made. And then Atachan asked her that, did you make any other statements? She said, yes, she did. The reason why she made other statements came up because the dates on which she made the statement appeared that she may have made the statement after the trial had begun. And that was a bit of a problem, isn't it? So he said, oh, I've made other statements. Then Atta says, bring the other statements. Bring it in. Tell the Attorney General people, they should bring the other statements that she wrote. Judge gives them 4 or 3 days to do so. So, Swemsai and Co are not happy about this, the court asking them to bring the written statements of their witness, their own witness, the prosecution witness, the written statements of the prosecution. They should bring it. They are not happy with that, you see. So they filed to the Supreme Court and say that, Supreme Court, even though, and now here it says, AG seeks review of Supreme Court ruling blocking disclosures on relevance despite earlier 5-0 unanimous decision in a Dubois case. I'm not even sure that GH1 put it well. AG is seeking court orders AG to produce 2 Iyoko withheld statements. So it starts from here. Keep this one for me. So when they go back to the court after Atachan has lost the prohibition application, they bring in prosecution witness. So Atta is interviewing her. And then after the interrogation, Atta asks the judge that I need some documents from her. Then the judge orders. So court orders AG Dominic Ayine to produce 2 Iyoko withheld statements, witness statements, and audio recordings of interrogation in the Dubois trial. So the court says Atta is right. If the lady says she's written 2 different statements, produce it and produce the recording. Now, the Attorney General people don't want to produce that, or so it appears. So they file an application to the Supreme Court that, but why is the court asking us to produce this? We won't do it. Then Atta says that, but the thing is in the documents in the Bafo-Money case. The Supreme Court has filed it. So now Atta argues that, yes, they should be able to come and defend the matter. They are asking the Supreme Court to change the thing and say that witness statements or any documents about whom there has to be an evidence decision should be decided at the pre-trial. It cannot come to the main court. So Atta cannot ask for any documents at this stage. That's what Attorney General want. What do they want to do with the documents? Whatever Atta wants to ask for, why are they keeping it? This is a Ghanaian that you have accused of something. He says, I haven't done the something. These documents will show that I haven't done it. And you say, no. We can't let you have these documents. So the Supreme Court, in the review application, have added 2 more judges for this particular matter. I'm going to what happened in the court to the lady. That's even more mind-blowing. But on this particular matter, as I wrap up, the Supreme Court has asked for 2 more has added 2 more judges as they do in a review pursuant to the provisions of the 1992 Constitution. So in a review, they've added 2 more, Justice Kulendi and Justice Tanko. So this is the court panel that made the decision that the relevance of a document must be determined in the court. You can't determine it in secret at a pre-trial. Bring the document to the court. Let the judge see the document. Let all arguments be made. Let the media know it, that these are the documents that came to the court. And let the media also know the decision of the High Court. And then we can discuss it. You can't say that documents that are to be used for the trial, once it's settled at pre-trial, that's it. Let's settle it there. We can't bring it in court. No, the judge says no. The Supreme Court said no. Whilst they ruled against Atachia, that you cannot prohibit the judge, this is what they added. And the Supreme Court is a law-making court. You know that already. I mean, those who understand that. It's a law-making court. So they have made the law by doing so. This is what... okay, let me get back to the judges before I tell them. Let me wrap it up here. So this is Justice Avril Johnson. She's the one who led the panel. Hey, I don't know their names. So, okay. So Justice Hone Nuga is there, I believe. There's also Justice Akabuafo, and there's Dennis Ajay is the next one. Said Dennis Ajay is this. I know him. Yeah, that's correct. I believe this must be Akabuafo. Is that correct? Ajay Frimpong. Okay, this is Justice Ajay Frimpong, and this is Justice Akabuafo. Okay, so you have Hone Nuga, Sir Dennis, Ajay Frimpong, and Akabuafo, and Lovelace Johnson, who chaired the panel on that occasion. These 5 judges gave that erudite decision that an accused person must have the document come to court, isn't it? And so that they can deal with it. This is a paraphrasing of what the judges allowed in terms of the decision that they made. It's a paraphrasing of it. Now, so in the review application, Justice Sremsai is saying that these judges must review that decision. You can't say that we should bring the documents to court. I wonder why he's making that application. But anyway, that application was made. The Supreme Court have heard arguments from both sides. They have added 2 judges for the review. And that is Justice Yuni Kulendi